Hello boys and girls, welcome to today's video. I am Nathan, welcome to my channel. It's named after me, Nathan Elward. It's all about photography and kind of linking it to business. Maybe I'll check in one or two other little fun videos in there occasionally too. Like I done a couple of shorts on me going indoor climbing a couple of months back as well. So whenever I feel like recording and sending it to you, I'll do that as well. But it's mainly photography, linking it to business. And all around that, essentially linking it to business and photography. So if you're new to the channel, obviously welcome. We're kind of trying out a new kind of format on my videos where I sit here at my desk and kind of talk about photography, maybe things I'm struggling with, or something, or I give my opinion, or I show you some photos or whatever. And we're trying these new format because when I've gone out in the past to do maybe a photo walk and I've tried to vlog it with my action cam, we've had issues with sound. The quality of the videos generally aren't that good. I don't feel they are anyway, and maybe you guys don't think they're very good as well, based on how long you guys watch the videos and how many views they get. They tend not to do so well as my videos in basically what is my bedroom. I call it my office, my bed office. My bed's literally there. But yeah, I'm in the corner recording this by ear. And today's video is pretty much this new format of where today I will take you through a couple of images I took just yesterday. I went for a photo walk at Boot Park. You probably would have seen my reels. Or me out for a walk in the ornamental garden and the kind of woodland area, and then me having a chill next to the river, and so on. So I'm going to take you through probably 2 or 3 images of what I think are my favourite 3 images, what I like the most, and kind of go from there really. So let's get to these 3 images and see what you think, guys. So first image is this guy. What do you think of this, guys? I quite like it for a couple of reasons. One, when a lot of people take a picture of a bug on a flower, it's generally just the bug on the flower. You try and get it close up, they crop it, or they get their macro lens out and they'll get close to the flower and the bug. And yeah, you get a lot of great images with the macro lens, but this was taken on a 50mm prime lens, a nifty 50. In the 1:1 aspect ratio, and I think I like this because you have more of a scene. It's not just a flower with that, was it a wasp or something on it in that kind of bottom left corner area. I like it because you don't just get the flower, you get the whole scene as well. You get the other plants and flowers in the background and the rest of the scene as well. There's more to look at, more to see. You get a bit more of a context of where this is and what it's doing, where it is. So yeah, I like it because of that, rather than having to get my macro lens out and take a lens. And by the time I got my macro lens out and swap it, no doubt that wasp or whatever it is has buggered off, and I don't get this shot then as a result. So that's the first shot, guys. I quite like it because it's a bit more of a scene rather than just a flower with a flying bug on it. It's a bit more than that. It's a scene. So I quite like it for that. So obviously, all these images, guys, feel free to get in the comments and let me know what you think of them as well. Don't just let me say this is good because of this. If you got an opinion after the end of the video, feel free to get in the comments and let me know what you think of them. Obviously, don't be a dick. Be nice about it. If you don't like them, then yeah, cool, fair enough. But don't be a dick. I guess some people can be online. So yeah, cool. I'll leave that there. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. So let's get to the second image then, which is this one. It's probably my favourite image of the day. It's not the most technically brilliant image. As you can see, the top of the mushroom is probably a little bit out of focus. What I try to do is with this one, I took two images of this to try and have a focus stacking image, which is basically you have your image. Let's say this image, for example. Obviously, this is on your screen right now. I took two images of this where I focused on two different parts of the image. One was on the top part of the mushroom, kind of like the umbrella part. I'm not sure what the technical name is for it. And the other part is on the other focus is on the stem, the bit that comes down underneath into the ground. And then you basically stack them on top of each other, so you should get a sharper, better focus on your image. But it still hasn't come out quite as well as I hoped. As a result, because you look at the top part of the image, it's still a bit out of focus, still a bit blurry. Where I wanted to have a bit more focus to it, so I can kind of learn. I don't do this focus stacking very often. I probably would have needed to do more than two images, maybe 5 or 10 of them, especially of that hood part, which takes up the majority of the image, and created a better final image than what you see in front of you. But I like it because I don't think I've taken pictures of mushrooms before, but not in such a great composition. Even though it is a bit out of focus, it's not the best technical image regards to sharpness and focus. But I like the composition, the all-round composition of the image. I like a lot as a result. So this is my favourite image from that photo walk yesterday that I took, because I've done this new technique and so on, and I put a bit more effort into taking this one in. Because it was the two images, I got my tripod out and set up on my tripod where normally 95% plus of my photography is on handheld, so I'm just walking with my camera out. So with this one, I got my tripod out and really tried with this one. So that's why I kind of like this one a lot from yesterday. It's my favourite, So yeah, again, what do you think, guys? Get in the comments, let me know what you think of which one, if you like this one or not. And let's get to one more, number 3, this guy. I really like this guy as well, for a couple of reasons. Well, I used the macro lens for this one, just like the one before as well. This is my Sigma 105mm macro lens, and I like this one because I've always had issues with the depth of field with my macro lens. I tend to not get the subject completely in focus, but with this one I was happy just getting the flowers in focus, the purple flowers in focus, which I seem to have gotten, and I didn't mind so much that the leaves and the area around it weren't in focus, but you can still see that they are leaves and they are a part of this flower, and add to the photo overall with them kind of sticking out a little bit. Which way around is it? I'm just going to go like this, and the little one's then kind of on its head kind of going like this. It's quite a nice image, quite small, quite dainty, quite a fragile small flower, and having these leaves coming out make it a lot much bigger, much more powerful image, I guess, a much bigger image than just having that flower. So that's why I like it. So yeah, and your eyes are instantly drawn to that flower in the middle, because even if you go to a corner, you kind of coming from the corners with the leaves type of stuff, so your eyes are kind of drawn to it, kind of like almost a leading lines type of image there. So I really like this one. So because of, for so many reasons, I really like it. So again, let me know what you think, guys, of the 3 images. Do you have a favourite? Do you have a least favourite? Do you have any tips for how we can at least do the mushroom one any better? Let me know in the comments, obviously, and I think I'll probably go out one day with and try the focus stacking. I think a couple of times, practice with my lens a little bit more. I tend not to go with my flash when I'm doing macro lens, which is something that's considered good practice, because with macro lenses they tend to have a very narrow depth of field, so the focal point is quite narrow. So what's in focus is going to be only a small slither of the depth of your image. The only real way to combat that is either by focus stacking, which I tried to do with the mushroom and failed, or to put a flash on and use a smaller f number, or use a bigger f-stop, or smaller, which way around is it? So I think, I can't remember what f-stop I used for that final image, but basically if you shoot at f 2.8 for example, which is quite, lets in a lot of light to your image, but it's one of a very narrow depth of field. You won't get a lot in focus. It's got quite a narrow depth of field, a really small focal area. But then if you increase that to say 28, f28 rather than 2.8 times by 10, you have a much deeper focus depth and depth of field. More the image will be in focus. So, but then the issue is then you're not letting in anywhere near as much light. The light comes down quite a bit. So it's either increase your ISO, which will make the image really grainy and degrade the image the higher the ISO goes, unless your camera is very good in it and with high ISO numbers, or you put a flash on and brighten the image using a flash, which I tend not to take with me when I go out and use my macro lens. So yeah, is it a matter of me taking my flash with me, which adds to what I'm taking? I'm taking a good couple of lenses, 3-4 lenses with me, my tripod, spare batteries, spare memory cards. I usually have a drink and something to eat with me as well, and I'm then walking miles and miles and miles taking photos. Do I then want to take a flash on top of all that? Well, no has been the case so far. I haven't been taking the flash with me when I've been doing macro, but I tend not to go out intentionally to just do macro. I just happen to take some macro pictures with me when I'm out, because I've got the macro lens with me. So I will probably go out with the flash one day, do some macro and do a video on it. I'll take some pictures with the flash and see how I get on, and do a video on it in the future. So yeah, cool guys. So I'll stop blabbing on there and tell you my plans and what I might do in the future. Hope you enjoyed the 3 images on this video today, guys. Like, comment and subscribe please, and share it with your friends who might like photography and might want to watch this video as well. So I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Cheers. Thanks for watching.